Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Today is Wednesday, November 7th, 2018. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you wholeheartedly to my gameplay stream for the day. The first of two, actually. Because if you were here yesterday, you would have heard the big news that I am doing 9 straight days of streaming. Which means as of today, we've got 8 straight days left. That's right, without a break. 8 straight days of streaming before I get a full day off. And I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Today's Wednesday, and we got a variety of stuff for you today. Of course, we are continuing on with my Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough. Today, we are firmly in the center of Chapter 5. I don't know how much longer till we finish Chapter 5, okay? But we've had some great progress yesterday. In fact, you know, the game really broke off from where I expected it to go. Leaving Saint-Denis, taking a little detour to Guarma, coming back from Guarma, getting some bad news from the doctor, and then doing a lot of side content. Now, as you can hear, the landscapers are outside. As soon as I start talking, the fuckers turn on their equipment. This happens every week, so please just bear with it. They'll be gone within a few minutes, anyway. So now I'm in the middle of side questing. A ton of side quests opened up once we returned back to the main map, and I've been doing a lot of the fun side questing in the game. That's where we'll be starting off today, with some of the fun side questing in Red Dead Redemption 2, and then we'll head back to the main story. Okay? So, yes, we're about between 40 and 44 hours into the game. I was counting this morning, and I was like, well, let's see. Launch day was a Friday. Then I played it that Saturday, Sunday. Then the next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I played it Tuesday. So that's 10 days. Plus I had played it 2 hours extra on launch night. And I know 1 or 2 days I went a little bit longer. So I think I've played between maybe around 42 to 44 hours. So judging by what everyone says, that the game roughly is around 60 hours long if you do the side missions, that I will probably beat this within, say, 3 to 4 more sessions, okay? And that's good. Let's say that I do beat it in 4 more sessions. Well, that would be today, Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That would actually leave Sunday and Monday open to do other stuff. And if that is the case, that would actually be quite good. Reason being, I'm actually very near the end of Dragon Quest XI. I'm actually very much near the end of the game when it comes to the secret endgame stuff. What happens is you have your mainstream ending, and then you have your post-game content, which is about 8 to 10 hours of additional content. That would be pretty good, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't know if we're actually going to finish it up by this weekend or not, okay? We're going to see what happens and go from there. I'm certainly in no rush. I'm not in any huge rush to finish the game. I have until next Tuesday to finish up Red Dead Redemption 2. So even if it ends up being incredibly dragged out and it doesn't finish till next Tuesday, that's still okay. Alright? So we'll play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. But I am enjoying myself very much. I loved playing this at my own pace, mixing in side content with story, because I really feel if I had just done the story, that maybe it would have felt like, man, it's a little bit of a grind, or it's getting kind of, you know, boring. But when you actually get these fun and interesting side missions with their own characters and unique personalities and stories mixed in with the main storyline of the game, it actually makes it feel like a better experience, in my opinion. I like how you can break it up, okay? So, I hopefully hope that you enjoy today's stream. What I'm noticing is that a lot of people have been telling me this week they've wrapped up, they finished the game themselves. So I think this week we may see a few more people, a few more newcomers trickling in who maybe haven't been on my streams for the past week to week and a half as I've been playing through the game, because they've been staying away for spoilers. But now I think maybe they'll be joining as, you know, they've already finished the game. There's nothing left to spoil. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. So today, 4 hours of Red Dead Redemption 2 here on the stream. Tonight, I'll be doing 2 hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Talk about a game that I don't know when the hell I'm going to finish it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is an incredibly long game. I've been playing that game since early October. You know, on and off. I played it as a major focus for a few days, and then basically when WWE 2K19 came out, it kind of became the back burner game, and it's kind of been like that over the course of October. I really like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it's just so long and it takes so much time to get through it that I haven't really had an opportunity to advance much in it. So tonight, another 2+ hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I may go a little longer tonight, depending on how I feel. I have the capability of doing a longer stream tonight if I want to. Okay. I guess we'll see. We'll find out and go from there. Okay. Tomorrow, more Red Dead Redemption 2, and tomorrow night will be the final stream of Forza Horizon 4. So if you've really been enjoying the chill streams of Forza Horizon and you want to give the game a send-off with me tomorrow, I hope you'll join me tomorrow night. It has been a really fun game to be just relaxing and chill as I played it. But at this point, I've done all the story-based content in the game. And the only thing left is kind of like more repetitive races and barn cars and the like. So I said, you know what? Let's do one more last hurrah style stream to say goodbye to a really chill game this season. And move on to other stuff. Okay? Okay. Then on Friday, more Red Dead Redemption 2, and then the standard ending of Dragon Quest XI. What I mean by that is we're at the very end of the final dungeon in the game in the main storyline. So we're actually just going to wrap that up. Maybe it'll take a half an hour to an hour. But then apparently once the credits roll, the game opens up another 9 hours of post-game content that gives you the true ending and all the explanations that you've wanted over the course of the game about the plot. So that's good, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be Friday night. Saturday, more Red Dead Redemption. I will not be doing a second stream on Saturday night. Sunday, more Red Dead Redemption, and I will not be doing a second stream on Sunday night. Now, here's the thing. If we wrap up Red Dead Redemption on the earlier side, let's say I finish it on Saturday, then what I'm thinking is Sunday and Monday, I will focus in on Dragon Quest XI and try to get as far into the game as possible, if not finish that true ending of the game on Monday. I think that would be a great thing to do. Wrap up this crazy 2-month-long playthrough if I can. But it depends on how long it takes me to finish up Red Dead Redemption 2. And like I said, I am no hurry. I don't absolutely have to crunch and try to hurry here to finish the game. Okay? So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's kind of the rough idea. And then, of course, next week, guys, starting on Tuesday, we've got new releases with Hitman 2 and the Spyro Collection. Starting on Wednesday of next week, 1 week from today, we've got Fallout 76 releasing. Now, FYI, Thursday of next week, which would be November 15th, is my day off. The first day off in 9 days. So even though Fallout 76 is coming out that Wednesday, I have to take that Thursday off. I mean, I'm going to need it, okay? But I will be returning back to Fallout 76 and Hitman and Spyro after that. Now, the one game this month that at this point I am strongly debating skipping, okay, is Battlefield 5. And honestly, I don't know how disappointing that's even going to be to my viewer base. Because I played the beta of this game, I thought it stunk. I really did. I thought it was like the most uninspired fucking game I've played in years. It really felt like Battlefield 1. And like they put no effort into making this game any different for a new installment. I'm going to be so busy with these 3 new releases, plus the ongoing playthroughs of trying to finish up Dragon Quest, continuing on with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and mixing in Blackout. I don't know if I'm going to want to play Battlefield 5 at all. This may be, you know, the major day that I skip it. Or the major day. The major year that I actually skip a Battlefield game. I just don't think there's a reason to play this one. I mean, I'm just being honest here. I was going to skip Black Ops 4, but then they added in Blackout mode, and Blackout mode's been pretty entertaining. But outside of that, you know, I thought the multiplayer of Black Ops 4 sucked, and I haven't played it again. Well, why should I buy Battlefield 5 when I played the multiplayer in the beta, and I thought it was fucking terrible? And they're not even going to have a Battle Royale mode until spring of next year. So why am I even, you know, caring about this, you know? So I don't know if I'm going to play. I'm being honest with you guys. I think between Hitman 2, Fallout 76, the Spyro Collection, finishing up Assassin's Creed, finishing up Dragon Quest, playing Blackout, I'm going to be busy till the end of the month. At the end of the month, there is Darksiders 3, which I am interested actually in. So I don't think, honestly, I'm going to play Battlefield. I'm really strongly considering just skipping it. So we'll see, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of right now, okay? All right, so that's the rough schedule right now, guys. Let's talk about a few other things. Sub goals, my friends. This month, if we hit 525 subscribers, I'll be doing a holiday gaming marathon where I'll be dressed up in holiday attire, drinking all day long, and playing games that you guys will nominate and vote on. And it could be a variety of games. It could be some holiday-themed games, or it could just be anything. Street Fighter, a first-person shooter, whatever you guys want to see. Very similar to what I did last year, except it won't all be holiday games. It'll be fun, different kind of variety of games. And we are only, as of this morning, actually, let me check now. Let's see. We're at 504 subs, so we are 19 subscriptions away. 19 subscriptions away. Oh, excuse me, I'm an idiot. 21 subscriptions away from hitting the sub goal for this month. That is very doable. It is. Especially with, we're very early in the month right now. We could definitely do it, all right? So let's consider subbing if you have not, okay? Many benefits to subbing, including the brand newly designed chat badges. As you guys can see, those who are subs have brand new badges that are much better than the old ones. And also, you got access to all of the fun emotes. You don't have to watch advertisements when I run them, etc. Okay, many benefits to subbing. If I happen to exceed the 525 sub goal and hit 550 subs this month, I'll be doing a holiday edition of DSP Tries It. And I have a great idea of what I'm going to do for it. If I do it, I'm going to dress up. It's going to be a really fun Christmas-themed DSP Tries It. So I hope we can hit 550 subs this month to make that happen, okay? Okay. Moving on. This weekend, big update, everyone. As you can see, there's been some advertisement here in the artwork on the pre-stream. This weekend, I'll be setting up my Teespring store. I'll be refreshing it with a new line of product, a Christmas line of products. T-shirts, mugs, etc. For Christmas themed. And it's perfect timing because it'll give you enough time if you want to get some of these products for Christmas to order them and get them ahead of time, okay? So this Sunday night, I'll be working to set up the store and get some of these products there for you guys, all right? So please give a look out. I'll let you guys know on Sunday when the new Christmas line of Teespring product launches. It should be great. All right, let's see. Anything else I want to talk about on pre-stream today? Let's think about this. Whew, geez. I'm just so busy with so much stuff. Like, time is flying by, and it's so crazy that we're already in freaking early November. It seriously is, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Time has completely flown by here. No, I guess, you know what? Let's very quickly do a plug segment. I'm going to do a new abridged plug segment that's very short. And then we're going to do shout-outs to those who've contributed. And then we're going to get started with Red Dead. All right? Rather than dilly-dallying on a pre-stream. So, guys, thank you very much for all of your support. All right? There are many ways that you can support my efforts to continue to be putting out daily live streams and on-demand videos on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming. And the methods are as follows. First, you can check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil, where your monthly pledges earn you personal perks and rewards for the amount that you contribute. This month in particular is a great month to pledge to my Patreon, because if you pledge $5 or more, and we end up hitting that sub goal on the stream here, which I really am confident we're going to, you're going to be nominating and voting on those games for the Christmas Marathon, okay? You'll be nominating and voting on what games. It could be a fighting game. It could be a challenging game like a From Software game like Dark Souls. It could be an online shooter. It could be one of many, many kinds of games that I could play during this event, okay? So that being said, please consider pledging $5 or more to my Patreon this month. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Now, there are many, many other perks that you get, including text or verbal shout-out thank yous in my videos, including being able to get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, or even doing a private Q&A video for you. But I think the best one is the $5 perk. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, because it is a new month, I would like to say special thanks to the October patrons who pledged and who helped me out. So without further ado, thank you to the October patrons listed here. Alrighty, guys. So again, thank you to the October patrons very much for your contributions. Again, pledge $5 or more this month. Be able to nominate and vote on the games for the Holiday Gaming Marathon. Also, guys, my Teespring store, I've already mentioned, it will be refreshed this weekend. I'm not going to do too much information on that now. Here it is. Christmas merch loading this weekend. Hope to see you then. Alright, if you're here live on the stream, if you guys cheer, sub, or tip to contribute, I'll give you a shout out. But I do ask that you please do not be negative. Do not bring in insults against myself or anyone. Don't bring in negative memes. Don't talk about detractors or haters. Please don't bring up politics or religion. Basically, my stream is supposed to be a place where we can all relax and chill and stay away from the stress of the real world and just kind of enjoy gaming, enjoy my honest reactions, and, you know, talk a little bit, hang out, and it's all cool, right? It's supposed to be a very chill place. Let's keep it that way, all right? If you'd like to see a fun animation play on the stream, if you either cheer 50 bits or more in one cheer, if you tip me $5 or more in a single tip, or if you subscribe to the channel and then click the share button afterward, you'll be able to see that. Outside of that, I think that's it. I guess the only thing I want to throw out there is tipping. If you want to send me a tip, it's completely separate from doing either cheering or subbing. You can tip me by two ways. Either by looking below the stream, there should be a button that says tip jar. If you click on that, it'll take you to the PayPal tips page. Or if you type !tip into the stream chat, all right, that'll take you to the tips page as well. A great alternative if you don't want to cheer or sub because maybe you don't want to go through Amazon, and that goes directly to me and helps me out tremendously. Okay? All right, guys, that's it for the plugs. Let's get to shout-outs. All right, so we start off with Poopy Poop Gaming USA. What a name. Who cheered overnight, said a small pre-stream cheer to show my appreciation. Thank you very much. And then the Lollipop cheered overnight and said, Phil, do you know that PewDiePie won't be the #1 YouTube channel after some weeks now because some channel called T-Series is going to take his place at being first? Now, we have his big YouTuber friends and himself to talk to their viewers to sub to him so he won't be overtaken. Hilarious. I hate to say this, but PewDiePie hasn't been relevant in a long time. The last time I even heard about the guy, it was either something completely negative, like he swore on stream and that, or said something racial on stream, and that was like a year and a half ago. Or the last time I personally heard from him was when he was making daily drama videos. That's right. He's supposed to be the biggest YouTuber gamer. He's making daily drama videos to talk about TanaCon. And he was talking about it every day for like 2 weeks because he had nothing to talk about. The guy, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, his flash in the pan popularity has waned. Even though a bunch of kids may still watch him, he has passed as the gaming fad. Now we've got guys like Ninja and others who play Fortnite and the like who are the new gaming fad. This is what happens. You get different fads that pass. And, you know, even though he has such an insanely installed fan base, there's no way he's ever going to not be popular and or not make a ton of money doing what he does. I mean, the era of PewDiePie being pertinent to anything is pretty much dead. No one talks about the guy anymore. This is not surprising in the least. So I really could give a shit if he's the biggest YouTuber or not. I don't think anyone cares. If anything, most people have accepted the fact that the biggest YouTube channels are pretty much the least quality. Like, after the whole Logan Paul deal that happened earlier this year, and everyone saw how popular his channel was with the garbage he was putting out, everyone just kind of, with a brain, collectively groaned and said, we realize YouTube has degraded into toxic shit, and therefore, we really don't care about who's popular on YouTube anymore. So, who gives a crap? Seriously, like, I don't care about who's a big popular YouTuber or not. PewDiePie, I mean, really, honestly, when is he relevant? Seriously. When he was relevant, it was for screaming at the camera at horror games. Then he became relevant as the biggest YouTube gamer who just played games poorly and made video series about it. And then he basically became irrelevant and started doing all the other popular things that everyone else did because he didn't have any originality to do anything else. And now no one talks about him anymore. So he will be, of course, a big notable thing in YouTube history. But ultimately, much like all these things that become popular and then fade away, don't really care anymore. Okay, then. So moving on. Now on pre-stream, some people who contributed, we start off with Real Azeria, who has resubbed for the 20th straight month in a row. He says, hey, Phil, I hope you've been doing awesome. Would love to stay, but I'm playing Red Dead 2 right now. Well, Real Azeria, you're not the only one. Many people have been of that same opinion, and they come by when they can, but they see that I'm playing Red Dead as my mainstream every day, and then they take off, and that's cool. But please, number one, understand that you can follow along my playthrough on DSP Gaming on demand on YouTube at your leisure. Every day I'm putting out about 4 gameplay videos of the game, 4+ hours of gameplay. And also, when you do finish up, feel free to swing by. I may still be playing the game, who knows. But thank you very much for the 20 months of support. I really do appreciate it. I Made Breakfast cheered 55 bits. That makes him the top cheerer for the day, so let's get him up on the leaderboard as we start here. Okay. He says, I really enjoy this playthrough. I still have some catching up to do. I'm only on part 28 on YouTube. I understand. Since every part is an hour long, that means you're 28 hours into my playthrough, which at this point is around 42 to 44 hours long. It's going to take you quite a while to get caught up on the playthrough, right? But I hope you're enjoying it. Thanks for watching. And thanks for the support here on stream. The Lollipop cheered. He says, if I bought your merch and if someone I know in real life asks who's the guy in your shirt, should I say that you are a good YouTuber and should give you a watch? Hope that happens. They will become a fan. Yeah, just say I wouldn't even say I'm a YouTuber. Say he's a streamer. He's a live streamer. He plays games every day on his live streams, and he archives them on YouTube, so check out his streams, whatever. That's it. That's all you have to say. That's it. You don't have to go into detail, nothing. Just say, oh, he's a live streamer. Check out his Twitch channel. There you go. Kathani has subscribed to the channel for the 19th month in a row. He says, Phil, I wonder if you will try to play Darksider. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Kathani. If you mean Darksiders 3, which is coming out at the end of November, yes, I am playing it. I played Darksiders 1 as one of my earliest complete playthroughs on YouTube and one of my earliest game reviews, actually. And then Darksiders 2 a few years later. Then, sadly, THQ went out of business completely. Okay? So we all thought that Darksiders was done because the company that made the game didn't exist anymore. But then eventually, THQ was bought up by another company, all their assets, and so they ended up continuing on work. And now Darksiders 3 is coming out at the end of this month. And yes, absolutely, I'll be checking it out. I'm hoping that it's good. Sometimes when you get a game franchise that goes on hiatus for quite a long time for various reasons, it could mean something very bad for the franchise. I guess the first question we got to ask is anyone going to remember Darksiders, right? Like, is anyone actually going to remember this game series? It's been a ridiculously long time. And what, 6+ years since Darksiders 2? I don't even remember when it released. So, just there, you've got a long-ass period of time since the last Darksiders game. Then you got to ask, with all the tumultuous problems that went through this game development studio, being part of THQ did, going out of business and the like, does this mean that the game studio was torn apart and had development woes? I got to think back to games that were in development for an insanely long time, and by the time they came out, were all screwed up, right? So it's very hard for me to believe, it's very hard for me to believe that the game will come back unscathed. You know what I mean? At the same time, I like the Darksiders series. I did. I enjoyed both of the Darksiders games. Although, in reality, I actually thought that Darksiders 1 was a far better game than Darksiders 2. I did. I thought that Darksiders 1, the original, it was better than 2. 2, I felt like they kind of watered it down. Like, Darksiders 1 felt interesting because it was gory. First of all, there was blicks of blood and everything in it. Like, death execution animations and stuff. But it felt like an adult Zelda. Darksiders 1 felt like, let's take Zelda for a mature audience who want, more sophisticated combat and gore. But, awesome kind of exploration and puzzle mechanics like the Zelda franchise. That's really what Darksiders 1 felt like to me. I would definitely say that Darksiders 2 is a game that kind of watered it down a little bit. Like, the combat I didn't feel was as good. Even though it did have a lot of the puzzle elements of the first game, I think that they went in a direction to try to casualize the game a little bit. Like, they wanted to make it easier and casualize the combat or whatever. And so I felt that the combat at least wasn't as good. Plus, the character was so edgy. Like, you had War in the first game, and he was kind of like a badass, a big burly dude. And then Death in the second game was like this skinny guy who could throw scythes around in flashy combos. And I think what they were trying to do, they were almost trying to make it more like a flashy combat game like Devil May Cry, because they wanted to get that kind of audience in for their game. But I think that the game suffered because of it. I actually liked the first one better than the second. And if I remember correctly, I think the second game was actually like a lot shorter than the first. I could be wrong, but I swear that the second game was like shorter than the first. So this third one is supposed to be a situation where you're playing on one of the other horsemen, and this horse, apparently what people are saying is this horseman is going to be like Dark Souls. They're weak as hell. If you take a few hits, you die, but they're also very like powerful. So it's kind of like a glass cannon situation. If you can do the combat free-flowing and dodge perfectly and everything, you can be really effective and powerful. But you basically have to be perfect. If you're not, if you take hits, you take tons of damage and stuff. So I guess, I don't know. I guess that's the situation. I guess we'll find out at the end of this month. It's funny because I've heard almost nothing. Like, with all the games that have been coming out in the past couple of months, let's face it, it's hard for any game to really get traction and get any kind of attention for more than a couple days, because then the next one comes out, right? But I haven't heard anything about Darksiders 3 recently, so I'm hoping maybe within the next couple of weeks, once we get through next week with Hitman and Fallout 76, maybe after that we'll start to get like a media blitz for Darksiders 3. I guess. Okay. So anyway, yes, I'm going to be playing Darksiders 3. Yes, I'm actually excited for it. Yes, I actually hope it's good. I do. Okay. Let's continue on. The Lollipop cheered and says, yeah, you know PewDiePie's fanbase will take your clip of what you said about him. And I don't care. I don't care. You ask my honest opinion, I give you my honest opinion. People don't like it, tough titties. That's the cool thing about freedom of speech. What I said wasn't offensive. It was my opinion. And if you disagree with it, that's fine. I don't care. The bottom line is, if he takes what I say and turns it into a way to get content for himself, it just shows that he has no fucking talent. The reactionary content is the worst kind of content. It's like, I have nothing to say or do myself. I can't do anything creative or positive for myself. So instead, I take what other people say and do, and then I comment on it. That's not creative content. That's the easiest way out. That's called I wanted no effort for today, but I still wanted to put out some kind of a video to make money, so here's what I did. So if he does it, just shows what kind of a content creator he is. I'm just saying, I'm here every day, originally playing games, reacting to them, putting out the same kind of fun content for you every single day, and I don't have to, lower myself down to that reactionary garbage level. Okay. Ripley Atomic has cheered and says, I feel Hellblade's combat is by far the best so far. It was really fun fighting in that game with the combos and the such. I did like the combat of Hellblade. I agree. I agree. I remember. It was pretty good. And the game, the graphics itself were amazing in that game. For a game made by basically an indie dev studio, it was pretty damn good. So there you go. Yeah, I agree. I think Hellblade was great. I agree with you. Excuse me. Okay. Judicious Echoes cheers. His Darksiders lifted a lot from the Soul Reaver and later Legacy of Kain games, and those are still looked upon fondly. See, in that, I couldn't answer. I couldn't even respond to that because those games came out during an era when I was not playing console video games. The only console video games that I was playing during that era were Street Fighter. There was a big, I would say probably, let's say roughly the year 2000 to 2001, all the way through like 2007, almost into 2008, okay? I was solely playing Street Fighter competitively. It was like I worked my ass off at work, and then I would come home and have some relaxation at home or whatever, and then I would play Street Fighter. Not to say that I would never play a console video game, but it was basically few and far between when I would. Most of my free time was spent saving money to go to tournaments and competitively play games against other people or hang out with my friends playing Street Fighter. And, that was a hell of a time in my life, let me tell you. But Now I look back, I could look back fondly and say, you know what, it was fun to do it, but I really realized that by focusing so much in how I did, that I missed out on a lot of stuff. And now, in this time of my life, I would never want to do that. And again, in addition to that, like, it was funny because the era that I was competitively into Street Fighter, there was no money in it at all. Like, I would put in a ridiculous amount of time and money into making myself go to Street Fighter tournaments or whatever. Even if I won the tournament, I wouldn't make any money. I came up a loser because there was no sponsorship or anything back then. And it wasn't until the sponsors hit that now it's big, I basically didn't care about it anymore. So I kind of was involved in it in that era when, sadly, it really wasn't anything profitable. But because I was so ingrained in doing it, I really neglected gaming at the time. Like, there was a whole era of, I would say, the GameCube, PlayStation 2, early Xbox, original Xbox, era when I didn't play Soul Reaver, I didn't play Legacy of Kain. I remember going over to my friend's house, and he had the original Xbox at launch, and we were playing, like, X-Men fighting game or something, and messing around with it, and I was like, wow, you know, this game kind of sucks compared to Street Fighter. It's fun to see silly stuff, glitches and stuff, but this game really does kind of suck compared to Street Fighter and the like. So I remember that, seeing that, I'm thinking that, and now I look back and I'm like, wow, you know, that was a whole era. You know, I'm sure there was tons of games, hundreds and hundreds of great games that I missed out on. So yeah, yeah, that's the, I agree with you, Judicious Echoes. I guarantee you that Darksiders probably was inspired by other games, but I didn't play those games it was inspired by, so I can't really comment on that. Okay, I guess that's it. I don't see any more questions or anything here. So a few things I want to remind you guys. Number one, guys, please, if you are not a sub yet, consider subbing. We want to hit the sub goals for this month. I want to do that Christmas event. Obviously, I would like to do a holiday DSP tries it. We're very close. We're 21 subs away from hitting the sub goal for this month. So please consider subscribing to the channel. All those great benefits you get, okay? All right. Also, Poopy Poop Gaming USA just did a 56 big cheer, says, I'm the leader now. Oh, my God. Dude, I've actually changed that name. What a stupid name. I'm just going to say Gaming USA. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but when people are trying to watch this playthrough on YouTube, I don't want to say Poopy Poop on the screen. So you're going to be Gaming USA moving forward from now on. Okay. All right. So thank you anyway for your contribution. Appreciate that. Reminder, guys, if it's your sub or tip, I'll put you up on the leaderboard. You know, with Gaming USA being the top cheer for today, we have no tips so far, so an easy way to get up there on the leaderboard. All right. I guess that's it. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your contributions. And let us now jump back into Red Dead Redemption 2. If you remember, I'm doing a lot of side content before we try to wrap up Chapter 5. And go from there. Okay? Alright, guys. Thank you very much. And, that is it. Thank you. And let's begin. Here we go.